For game number 10, you're going to need 2 buckets or 2 containers. You will need a sponge, you will need 2 cups of water, and you will need a timer. So gather your 2 buckets, get your sponge, get your 2 cups of water, and pour all of the water into just one of the buckets. Pour the whole thing in. Set your buckets up. You can have them on a table or on the ground, but they shouldn't be right next to each other. We want you to be able to have to walk from one bucket to the other. They don't need to be too far apart, but we want you to be able to walk to them. Then start your timer and dip your sponge into the water of one to gather up water and move it to the other bucket. How long will it take you to get all the water from one bucket to the other bucket? Share with us your time, a picture, and a video on the Facebook page. Good luck, guys! Hey guys, how did you enjoy our water activity? That's a lot of running back and forth between the buckets. You might get a little wet, but that's okay. You know, there's someone else in the Bible who did some running back and forth, and he got really wet. His name was Jonah. He has his own book in the Bible, too. It's actually a couple books right before the New Testament starts. You see, Jonah was a prophet, which means God would talk to him so that he could talk to his people and tell them how they're supposed to live and how they're supposed to serve God. Well, one day, God told Jonah to go to this one place called Nineveh and talk about God and share what they're supposed to do and tell them to repent and ask for forgiveness, but they were really evil people, and Jonah did not want to go. So instead, he ran the other direction to get away. He ran so far that he got in a boat so that they would sail even farther away. But God didn't like that he wasn't being obedient, so he sent a big storm. And the ship was rocking back and forth, and the people on the ship were very scared. And Jonah knew if he didn't do what was right, the other people could be in danger. So he jumped off the ship. You gotta be a really good swimmer to jump off a ship if you want to swim all the way back to where you were at the beginning. I think Jonah was planning to swim all the way to Nineveh. And you know what? Because he decided to go back, the storm stopped. But something else happened too. God sent a big fish to swallow Jonah. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine being in the belly of a fish? It must have been so sticky and icky and smelly. I would have probably wanted to hold my breath that whole time. Jonah had to trust God that he put him in the belly of a fish for a reason. And God did. Jonah trusted. He asked for forgiveness for running away. And God used that fish to take him to Nineveh so he didn't have to swim that whole way. Sometimes we can feel like we're in a really bad, icky, smelly situation, in a place in life that we don't really want to be. But you know, sometimes God uses that situation, uses that experience that we're in, and it's helping us get to the place where we're supposed to be. Doesn't always make sense in the moment, but God knows what he's doing. We can trust him to take us where we need to be. Don't forget to take this time to check out our devotion with some additional questions about today's Bible story.